What's going on, guys? So this is a shorter video this time around. Not a lot going on, but what does happen in this video could have been a fatal mistake. Okay, so we have some guy that's standing on the side of the street smoking a cigarette. What looks like in his hand is like one of those assistant walker things that you usually kind of see like tennis balls on the bottom of. I think that's what he's holding. But as he's sitting there smoking a cigarette, maybe waiting for a ride or just hanging out, you have a couple individuals in hoodies that walk up to him. You got the guy in the white hoodie that basically just points a gun at the back of this guy's head, point blank, pulls the trigger. Nothing happens, and he turns around, hides the gun, and they walk away. He's completely oblivious. At this point, he just sees a guy walking away from him, and while that may be suspicious in itself, it's not enough for him in this point to do anything. In fact, he takes another drag out of his cigarette. So what are we really talking about here? We're talking about a serious lack of situational awareness. I understand that we find ourselves in these situations where we're waiting for something like an Uber, or we're just sitting there smoking a cigarette, or we're hanging out with friends. But again, we can't be so oblivious in our environment that we are not seeing these kind of things. We are not scanning ahead. We're not kind of looking behind us to see who is around us, what's happening around us, who's walking up to me. You know, why do both of these kids have their hoodies up on their heads with the hoodie cinched down around their faces? Doesn't that kind of look a little out of place? We talked about the culture of environment, and we talked about normalities and abnormalities in each culture. This is an abnormality. Anytime I see kids with hoodies on, it gets my attention. Anytime I see them with their hoodies kind of cinched up around their faces, and there's a group of them, that definitely gets my attention. But in order to understand that, we have to have a little more essay in our life and understand the threats that come in every environment that we find ourselves in. So although, again, not a lot going on, what could have happened is this guy could have not went home that night. But he had a little more situational awareness. He possibly could have seen these guys coming from, who knows, a mile away, and could have did something, either across the street or just take off or whatever, right? Again, the point here is, regardless of what you're doing in your daily kind of activities or whatever, don't be so tunnel focused on the task at hand, or the people you're with, or the device that's in your face, or your kids being screaming at you, that now people can just walk up to you and do something like this before you even know it, okay? Because at that point, there's not enough time to react. They're on top of you. All right, guys. So there you go. Lessons learned on this. Situational awareness 24/7. Keep your head on the swivel. Stay safe. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.